Subscribe for Reddit's controversial opinions. School was never meant to prepare you for life, only to convert you into an obedient and compliant worker. I understand that you learn basic skills and such, but at the end of the day, everything you are taught, you are only taught because it's what employers want. They don't even try to hide it anymore, and students are willingly accepting it and rarely questioning it because we are all subject to it from an early age. Edit. To clarify, I'm not necessarily saying it's all bad. Of course such qualities are needed in adult life. I'm just saying that the system could be doing so much more for us, but it doesn't. Study Talcott Parsons' AGIL scheme. The institutions of a culture are designed to perpetuate that culture. Yes, modern system was allegedly made to prepare children for work in factories, hence why classes begin and end with ringing a bell, during Industrial Revolution. This isn't so much an unpopular opinion as it is just a plain fact. Every culture/society indoctrinates its children. Whether that's bad or good is largely a point of view. The Pledge of Allegiance, for example, is very clearly indoctrination. But some people like it and think it patriotic, others take issue with it. Perspective. With social media becoming such a mammoth shitstorm of lies, trolls and triggered fools it is, I'm convinced critical analysis/skepticism could be a school subject in some way. It might even fundamentally change the way society works for the better. Every time I do a serial dilution, I thank 9th grade. Edit. This is not ironic. It's how I take a concentrated med and make it into something easier and safer to give. This sounds like a high schooler wrote this. The vast majority of us are destined to be obedient, compliant workers. Sounds like school does prepare us for life then. I disagree with this. Schools teach you vital skills that you need to start developing at a young age to allow you to function in a workplace and society. Take maths for example. Obviously you're never going to need Pythagoras' theorem in the real world, but what maths does get you to do is learn problem solving. You have to be able to learn and follow steps for solving problems and then apply that knowledge to variations of similar problems, which can then build up layer on layer to more complicated maths. Every employee can benefit not only from being able to do basic calculations in their head, but using the skills they developed in their education to help them in the future and develop their brain in these kind of ways. If you have never written or you struggle to develop language skills due to poor hearing, there are countless studies which show that these issues continue into latter life. This can affect social skills and general intelligence. This is the same throughout your life with many different skills. Take history for example. Apart from having a basic knowledge of history to allow you to learn where we have come from, it also develops many skills, such as critical thinking, analysis of sources, and the ability to convey your opinions clearly. A company won't hire a history graduate because they know lots about the Romans. They will hire them because of these skills that they have shown they possess through doing the course. There are many other points I could make about general life lessons, social skills from forced interactions with peers, teaching us discipline, time management, work ethic, allowing us to discover interests and things we are good at so that we can specialize younger and therefore further our chosen field of expertise. Lots of people have a very warped view of education because they didn't enjoy it and can't remember the different types of elements in the periodic table, but what they haven't realized how education has made them who they are. Schools aren't perfect and they could do a better job teaching us about the real world and give students more independence, but they are a far cry from the useless brainwashing tools that many people here seem to think they are. It is not meant to prepare you for life. That is your parents' job. School teaches you a basic education so you can function better as a member of society, rather than be a leech on it. The failure of schools is allowing some students to show minimal effort and slow those trying to get ahead down. If you don't want to try to better yourself, that falls on the parents and the individual, not the school. Actually, school does prepare you for life. All those bullshit classes actually teaches you how to use your head and how to take different approaches to complete a task. Without school you wouldn't know how to socialize with others, or be tolerant of other people who were raised different than you and have different mindsets other than the ones you're accustomed to. It teaches structure, and how to be consistent with the routine. In the real world, the majority of things you do and learn in school can easily be applied.